Have you ever stopped to think about accountability? Not just to your boss or your family, but a final, ultimate accountability for everything you've ever done? What if every single action, no matter how small, was being recorded for a final review? It's a profound thought. And today we're going to explore it using a powerful text that lays out a framework for living a more conscious and meaningful life. We'll talk about the just scales of judgment, how to prepare for them right now, and most importantly, the 3 critical questions that every action will be judged against. Stick around, because this might just change the way you see your daily choices. The foundation of this entire concept comes from the idea of a final, divine judgment. The text begins with a powerful statement, and we will set up the just scales on the day of resurrection. It continues by saying that even something tiny, a deed the size of mustard seed, we will bring it forth, and sufficient are we as reckoners. Nothing gets missed, but this isn't meant to just intimidate us. It's a call to action. It's an invitation to start our own accounting, right here, right now. One of the most powerful pieces of advice in this text comes from Omar bin Al-Khattab, who said, "Account for yourselves before you are accounted for, and weigh yourselves before you are weighed." The text explains that doing this has a direct benefit. The reckoning in the hereafter will actually be easier for those who hold themselves to account in this world. Their scales will be heavy with good deeds because, as the text beautifully puts it, it is right for a scale in which nothing but truth is placed to be heavy. So how do we do that? How do we practice this self-accounting? The text gives us a simple 3-part guide based on advice given by the Prophet Muhammad. First, fear Allah wherever you are. This is about having a constant awareness, a moral compass that guides you in public and in private. Second, follow up a bad deed with a good one, which will erase it. This is a message of hope. It tells us we're not defined by our mistakes. We have a direct way to make amends, to actively do good to counteract the bad. And third, treat people with good character. This is where faith becomes action. It's about being kind, merciful, and speaking good words to others. Now, for the core of our discussion. If you were to start weighing your own actions today, what standard would you use? This text proposes a powerful one. It says that for every deed, there are 3 registers or records are opened. Each one corresponds to a critical question. The first question is, why did you do it? This question examines your intention. Were you doing it because you were commanded to as a servant of God? Or was it for some other reason? This is a foundational test of motive. If you pass that first test, the second register is opened. The second question is, how did you do it? This is a test of knowledge. Did you perform the action correctly, with knowledge, or out of ignorance? The text states that an action is not accepted unless it's done in the right way, the way of knowledge. And finally, if you are saved from the first 2, the third register is opened. The third question is, for whom did you do it? This is the ultimate test of sincerity. Did you do it purely for God? Or did you do it for someone else, to get their praise? Or maybe you did it for a worldly gain, or just for yourself. The text gives a powerful reminder here, a divine rebuke to those who fail this test. Woe to you! Didn't you hear me say, surely, for God is the pure religion. It emphasizes that religion, our deepest acts of devotion, must be pure and free from any other partners. Why, how, and for whom? These 3 simple questions are a complete framework for self-accounting. Imagine applying this to your life. Before you speak, before you give charity, before you act in any way, you pause and ask, 1, why am I doing this? Is my motive sound? 2, how should I do this? Am I doing it the best, most knowledgeable way? 3, for whom am I truly doing this? Is it for God or for my own ego? This isn't about achieving perfection. It's about building awareness. It's about shifting our focus from a life of heedlessness to a life of intention and sincerity. By weighing our actions now, we prepare for the day when they will be weighed for us on the most just of scales. What do you think? Which of these 3 questions do you find most challenging or most insightful? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you. Thank you for watching.